And they're now all over the country building hardened checkpoints in the last 2 years where they search everyone. There's literally hundreds of YouTube videos of this, and you're an important and influential guy, so I'm glad that you're on the case.
Ask me if I know how members of Congress voted on that statute. I know the answer.
I don't know. How did they vote?
Nobody voted. It's CFR. It's the Code of Federal Regulations. It's not the U.S. Code. That means Congress authorized a group of bureaucrats to promulgate these rules. Congress never even voted on the rules themselves. The Code of Federal Regulations is 10 times as long as the U.S. Code. The U.S. Code are the statutes Congress votes on for whatever political or moral or immoral or legitimate or illegitimate reasons. It's what Congress debates on and votes on. The health care law is in the U.S. Code. The CFR is the insidious one. That's the one that the bureaucrats have created.
Yeah, it's their own little code that they can just add whatever they want to. We're about to go to break, but I want to start getting into this now. Bill Clinton came out and said, gee, I hope there doesn't have to be another Oklahoma City bombing for you Tea Parties to shut up. The mantra is we're going to cause violence. When there's no evidence of that, I'm really concerned about them creating a provocation or hyping something, because clearly the things they've done politically are political suicide, and now they're demonizing you and Ron Paul, calling you both harbingers and enablers of extremism and violence.
I am a harbinger and enabler of individual freedom, of the primacy of the individual over the government, the indispensability of the free market to human prosperity, and of our natural rights, which most governments don't give a hoot about.
Judge Andrew Napolitano is our guest for a final segment straight ahead after this quick break. His new book, Lies the Government Told You About, is available at better bookstores everywhere and Amazon.com. My 2 new films are available at Infowars.com and Amazon.com. We'll be right back.
Attention landscapers, house painters, carpet cleaners, pet sitters, gutter cleaners, and anyone who has their own home service business. Would you love to build a huge and loyal customer base fast? Well, now you can. Introducing the Magic Yellow Flyer. The Magic Yellow Flyer marketing system is the most effective and inexpensive way to build a referral-only service business in a short period of time. Get new customers and build a solid customer base. Throw away all of the other ineffective and expensive advertising methods. You need the Magic Yellow Flyer. Corporate America is destroying our country, and it's time to rebuild the backbone of America. No matter what business you're in, the Magic Yellow Flyer marketing system will work for you. Don't have a home business? The Magic Yellow Flyer comes with 15 hot home businesses that you can start at a minimum cost. Visit MagicYellowFlyer.com. That's MagicYellowFlyer.com. Put the Magic Yellow Flyer to work for you today. Visit MagicYellowFlyer.com.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. are back live. Final segment, ladies and gentlemen. Retransmission starts in T-minus 6 minutes at Infowars.com and the audio streams and on AM and FMs everywhere. Judge Napolitano, we're seeing massive demonization from MSNBC, CNN, Southern Poverty Law Center, all these groups. Now they're even saying Ron Paul's bad, you're bad. They're claiming that we're going to stir up violence with our First Amendment right, criticizing corrupt government. I mean, this is pretty dangerous.
It's dangerous if they think that by our that they can interfere with our freedom of speech. It's dangerous for Bill Clinton to say that those who question the government, that those who think taxes are too high, that those who think that that life begins at the moment of conception, and that the right to keep and bear arms is a natural right, are dangerous people. We are traditional Americans who are defending our freedom and will not be silenced by those who are attempting to do so.
But I think it's backfiring on them. I mean, people are really seeing through this race card.
You know, I've been to many Tea Parties. You know that. Many in the state of Texas, in Ohio, in Arizona, in Florida. I've not detected a hint of racism, of homophobia, of any of the nonsense that these people that dislike the Tea Partiers claim is there. What they dislike is the fact that the great middle class has finally been awakened and has finally agreed to read the Constitution and has finally recognized that we have a government that doesn't respect the Constitution, doesn't honor it, doesn't read it, doesn't even know what it means, thinks it can write any law, regulate any event, tax any behavior, whether it's in the Constitution or not. And let me tell you, when ordinary people confront members of Congress and say, where is this in the Constitution? Alex, I have not seen an awareness of freedom like this since Barry Goldwater ran for president against Lyndon Johnson in 1964. And the establishment in both parties fears this.
Is that why Lindsey Graham is now caving in on open borders and caving in on carbon taxes?
And caving in on ID cards? Absolutely, because he's part of the establishment. He's not a lover of freedom like you and me and most of the people listening to us. He's more interested in his own power than he is in the constitutional liberties and natural rights of those he represents.
We've only got a couple minutes left here. I wanted to bring up the Goldman Sachs situation. I see them picking some of the smaller things that Goldman's done so they can then derail a real investigation. I see it as a big whitewash. Where do you stand on that?
I agree with you. I think that Goldman will cave on this litigation brought by the SEC, which is bogus and which is frivolous. I can tell you why if you want to go into that. I think that Goldman will cave on it in order to avoid more serious investigations like, how could the chairman of Goldman Sachs also have been the chairman of the New York Federal Reserve at the same time? That's the kind of stuff that they don't want investigated, so they'll cave on this one. Yesterday, when Lloyd Blankfein appeared before Carl Levin, he said, yes, I'm in favor of the financial regulation the president wants. Nobody at Wall Street in their right mind is in favor of it unless you want to curry favor with the establishment so that after they enact this legislation, they'll leave you alone.
Well, that's the word from the Texas Banking Association. They say the mega banks are going to be given new power to go and consolidate their competition.
The worst part about this is that more power is going to the most insidious entity among us, the Federal Reserve. And if the administration thinks that they're going to be transparent, above board, fair, and respecting of freedom, they have disregarded the past 100 years of human history.
What's the word on the financial takeover bill? Is it going to pass?
You know, I talked to some Republicans today who told me that they expect the filibuster to succeed and that it won't pass as long as there's the too big to fail in it. That is, as long as the government can force you to sell them your shares of stock against your will. That's pretty gutsy of Republicans, who I'm generally critical of, if they'll stick to that.
All right, Judge Andrew Napolitano is a new TV show on Fox Business coming up in the next few months. We'll talk to you again soon. We're always appreciative of the time.
Thank you, Alex. God bless you.
God bless you. And we're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the show, I'm going to tell you again, the truth is what can counter the New World Order. We got 2 new films that have come out in the last 3 weeks. Get them both at Infowars.com, Police State 4 and Invisible Empire. God bless you all. Retransmission starts now, Infowars.com. Great job, crew.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamonds.